taking on last year's national champion, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Utes will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Wake Forest offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proved to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
The Demon Deacons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? There he goes down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the Utah Utes offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Hits the afterburners. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Rogers. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. The screen. He can go. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were...
Touchdown, Wake! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Thomas looking to fire. Finds his man, it's Bray. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Dances away to buy time. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Thomas back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough space. Touchdown, Utah! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Gets away. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking for space to the left. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Under fire. Got his man downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pitting their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Thomas looking to fire. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. There he goes. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percent.
Trying to rumble in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Thomas back to pass. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Utes will punt this one away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Thomas looking to fire. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for room, it's Bray. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Utes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Demon Deacons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Still running at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Utes are on the move. They'll try the toss to the left. Plows through the defense. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Thomas back to pass. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Utes. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Knight. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The screen, and watch out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The handoff to Johnson. Oh, it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Popped out of there. Huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Demon Deacons started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground. Touchdown, Wake Forest! And that one will give them the lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Got a man. It's McClain. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Never a doubt. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll give it to Johnson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference.
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on third down after that run. Thomas looking to fire. Here's a heat. Turns it loose. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run this play from the pistol. The handoff to Johnson. Makes one man miss. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Demon Deacons have a lot of options on second and inches. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Thomas back to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Utes headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lost one deep down the right side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Handoff keep working on that clock. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. On the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Thomas looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.